What's up, everybody? Appreciate you being here. Thanks so much for joining us today for our second stream of the day. We are here for NASCAR Cup Series practice and qualifying for the Mobil 1 301. We appreciate you hanging out with us here today. And STP, welcome back. Appreciate you being here. Steve, Nick, what's up? What's up, Nicholas? Are we winning over there on the Braves? Dubs, what's up? Liam, Danny, what's up? Crazy, Brawny as always. Steve N. Hello, everybody. Miss Tom and everybody else hanging out here earlier before the race ended there. Lizard King, what's up too as well? But we are in Group A, which has non-playoff drivers. We might have some extra drivers in there, but this is the non-playoff drivers. So let's go to our thing here. We're in practice for Group 1. Allmendinger, Ryan Priest, Riley Herbst, Cole Custer, Michael McDowell, Daniel Suarez, Justin Haley, Austin Dillon, Eric Jones, Ricky Stenhouse, Josh Berry, Noah Graxton, John Hunter Nemechek, SVG, Ty Dillon, Cody Ware, Todd Gillen, Kyle Busch, and Alex Bowman are your drivers. Maybe Alex Bowman's in there with the playoff drivers here. But appreciate you being here today. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. And we thank you for being here. Big Wade in the house. What's up, Big Wade? Good to see you too as well. I will get the emojis are set for you guys. I just don't have them on the screen. I also don't have the thing there, but we'll get that in there here in a second. But Group 1, we finished the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race just a little bit ago with Corey Heim winning, Chandler Smith out of the playoffs, Jake Garcia out of the playoffs as well. But now let's get into some NASCAR Cup Series practice. And let's do it here. And there. And yeah, there.
To the playoffs, but they were just totally ill prepared when the thing started. Then they
Trucks were boring. Screw YouTube. What's up, man?
Wall Street for Josh Berry certainly raised a lot of eyebrows. I was in his pit watching his crew watch that when it happened. Nothing on the radio though. Run this practice out, maybe come in, make a small adjustment afterward.
Josh Berry, Alex Bowman, SVG, and Austin Dillon have been eliminated from the playoff contention last week at Bristol. We were there. Saw that going again. AJ fast again early. I know. Yeah, it was on the pole last week for Bristol. So that's good.
Cedric, Ryan Blaney, all with their headsets on, looking at the data, certainly paying a lot of attention to this
20. Eight cautions for the trucks.
That's for these cars. And on the top of the board right now for speed is AJ Allmendinger. Now, remember, he won the pole last week at Bristol for the first time in quite a while, and it looks like that speed has continued with that 16 team, but he's telling his chief right now that he's really tight in the center and burning the right rear off the corner, but they said you do have good pace, but that's the report now from AJ Allmendinger in that 16.
AJ Allmendinger shocked everybody on the pole last week.
Last week at Bristol, man, he was on cloud 9. It was interesting to watch the replay of it.
I liked his intro. He was like, let's go. Oh.
Paint chips flying. Just didn't know if it was the wall or Barry's car because they're both white. And he just skinned it just a bit coming out.
Josh Berry again.
It's a great point. And Pat, obviously, we're talking about how he can help the Team Penske cars moving on. Another driver in this group that can help his teammates.
Watch AJ next year. We'll win 2 to 3 races in the playoffs. We'll see.
And also moving forward, while Chastain or Shane Van Gisbergen and Josh Berry, while they may not be in the playoffs any longer and running in this first practice session, they've also got an opportunity, I think, later on in the playoffs to steal some points. Obviously, SVG is going to be on the short list of contenders when we go to the Roval, and Josh Berry's been so good at Las Vegas over the last few years, guys, that just despite the fact that their season is over in terms of winning a championship, they still got a chance to play fly in the ointment.
So where's the tracking you use? It's on NASCAR.com. NASCAR.com. You can watch it on the website or your phone.
We're looking on the television monitor.
NASCAR.com.
On the backstretch getting into turn 3.
NASCAR.com has it right here.
We used to see
on your phone, or you can watch it online as well. Right here.
For the top of these bumps, that's pretty serious hit they're taking back there, Mark. Absolutely. They kind of porpoise their way down the end of the backstretch into turn number 3, and Nick, the TV showing some great replay. Some of these guys, you wonder why a guy all of a sudden he shoots up the racetrack. Well, he bounces so hard he lands on the splitter, And at that point, he wants to turn left. The car's going like nothing doing. I'm going straight. And we see a bunch of those cars bouncing hard on the racetrack. Right. That's the big point. It's one thing if the bumps were at the exit of the corner, you could navigate that. Another thing if they were in the middle of the back straightaway, that would be no problem. But when you're trying to whoa a car down, slow it down, and get it to turn and rotate.
When I mean whoa, I say
that's
whoa.
An incredible challenge and something I think, Pat, you'll certainly be keeping an eye on. We restart. If we can get them through turns 1 and 2, they're side by side heading down to turns 3 and 4. That can get very interesting with how rough it appears to be, especially as low as they run these cars throughout the course of the day navigating those bumps. I really want to hear, and I'm sure Heather and Alan will let us know about this. You know, we're working on a new tire out here on the right side. I'm curious as to, you know, kind of what anybody's saying down there about that new tire and what they're seeing so far. A lot cooler temperatures today than there were in any test session that would have been here. And again, we started out last week with no problems on tires whatsoever in practice. We all know what that turned into. Yeah, surprise, surprise, surprise. As after that race got underway, all 18
Beautiful day in Michigan.
in this first
Memphis 32, Arkansas 31.
Racetrack. We look at
the okay, good deal.
Riley Herbst's sled has run.
It's free on the NASCAR app, y'all. You can watch it for free.
We see that Daniel Suarez has run 23 as well as Michael McDowell. I'll get it out. Let's go down with Ivana.
Yeah, keep hitting that like. We're trying to get to 100 likes on this stream as well. Help us out, y'all.
But someone even more curious is Joey Logano. We were talking before how Josh Berry is the only Penske affiliated car out there right now. Normally, we know the other Penske drivers or other teammates will always be on a headset looking at data. But for the first time in a long time that I've seen this, Joey Logano is down here with the 21 team talking to crew chief Miles Stanley, talking to the other 21 team engineers, really pointing at the data and looking at it, breaking it down, having conversations. So maybe it's a playoff thing, maybe it's an intensity thing, a New Hampshire thing, but Joe Logano down here really trying to learn as much as possible with an effort I don't see every week. Joey Logano, average starting position this year, 13.3, has been top 10 12 times. He certainly wants to start Pat somewhere near the front. No question about this. This is a big, big afternoon for Joey Logano.
Trying to get the ticker up.
Leading the way right now in practice number 1 here for the Cup cars is AJ Allmendinger. Ryan Preece is second on the board.
Where it's at.
Hurts, Cole Custer.
Why it's not working?
It's the top 5 as they run right now halfway through this first practice session here at the Magic Mile, New Hampshire Motor Speedway.
All right, so we are in Group 1 practice. 10 minutes to go here. 11 minutes to go in Group 1 practice. Let's see if this works. My browser is not working for the scores. Oh, there we go. There we go. Let's put here. Up here. Okay, that's better. All right, that's good. We got our ticker now. We can follow our football teams too as well. Jason says, way to go, CeeLo, streaking through to shoot a command, some hearts, and boost you with a hype. Where is that hype button? You can't do it during the live. You can do it after it goes over. So you can go over to the truck race and hype that for us. You can hype that for us. So the truck race, or you can go hype the paint scheme and race weekend video up as well. Hype that button too. Help that up so you guys can go check that out too. But appreciate y'all being here. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. We are here at Cup Series practice and qualifying for the we're gonna move this down here a little bit. For the NASCAR Cup Series for the Mobil 1 301 tomorrow will be on live at 12:30 tomorrow 12:30 pre-race ceremonies at 12:30. So looking forward to that. I'm officially calling Logano the possum. He plays dead, then bam. Yep.
Got Las Vegas after this weekend. This is PRN, Performance Racing Network.
PRN 2 weeks in a row. They had Bristol last week, and then now here they have Loudon as well. Let's see if I can get on my iPad here. Oh, that's not it. Trying to get. Is that it? No, that's not it. I don't know. I can't get the qualifying up on the thing. If I go back to it, leaderboard. There we go. Scanner. ERN. Okay, there we go. Now we can. I'm not gonna have that there. Awesome. Thanks for letting me know. I'll hype New Hampshire after Logano wins. He can do it without leading a lap. We'll see. We'll see, Jason. Uh, definitely needs to do something, but his Penske, all three Penske cars moved on to the second round. The one Penske car that didn't get out was Josh Berry. Of course, he had an early exit in the first three races, and then going up in smoke. His playoff chances went up in smoke literally at Bristol as his car caught on fire with all those tires and stuff like that. So Josh Berry, Austin Dillon, SVG, all out of the playoffs, and Alex Bowman, one of the Hendrick Motorsports drivers, out as well. So
fastest car right now. He has the fastest 5-lap average, but Justin Haley has the fastest 10 lap, the fastest
50 laps, 50 likes. Let's go to 100. Help us out.
You know, Riley.
Awesome. Was George Jones.
To all the laps he's made here in Xfinity cars and Xfinity Series, you know, he was always pretty good.
No, this is qualifying.
Right now, he looks pretty good. The number 35 out here.
7 minutes left here in practice number 1.
Or not, but you know, the same can be said for the guy that's got the fastest lap out there. AJ Allmendinger is another guy that over the years has showed pretty well at New Hampshire. Not necessarily a place he's going to come win, but seemingly always kind of in the mix throughout these races.
Yeah, Riley, of course, kind of a forgotten guy in 2311, right? And it's not been a great first year there. And you look, hey, this last month and a half of the season, this would be the time back where you would want to see him try to make some steps and get a little bit faster. So yeah, he's been very busy. He's turned 34 laps in this practice session. That is more than anyone. So right now, finding some good speed in that 35 car, Mark.
It certainly is. And AJ Allmendinger, again, jumped out real quick. He's run the fastest lap. Allmendinger, you know, I look at him as at the end of the season.
Allmendinger's still in the lead here, and then Priest, and then Riley Herbst.
Underrated race car drivers on the planet.
It fits Logano to a T.
Xfinity trucks.
George drove a red Corvette. That's right, Danny.
Now, when I talk to Trent,
he still got neon in his veins, too.
Chief over there,
Still got neon in his veins.
Truck stuff that you guys got to get ready for next year and so forth. How big of a distraction, or does that, you know?
Sky Allen, what's up? Good to see you.
Cup site, so not really. So they pretty much.
Regine, good to see you too as well.
You know, while they're on a fast pace to get all of that ready for 2026 on the Craftsman truck side of things, they haven't taken their foot off the gas on the other side of the house either. So right now,
Riley Herbst in that beatbox Toyota.
Route for the Cup Series race tomorrow, the Mobil 301 here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. They like to do things here in New Hampshire.
Speaking of possums, I got an armadillo terrorizing my yard. Oh no.
Never understood it, but hey.
Get the dogs on them, man. Get the dogs on them.
Anything jump out here on this leaderboard right now?
Bosch, I got Bubba as my dark horse this weekend. Bubba. Going Bubba as my dark horse.
All year long. Michael McDowell, anybody jump out at you? I would say that the 88 is kind of surprising me right now because Ben Ginsbergen certainly doesn't want to end up in the qualifying here and having to deal with not just learning this racetrack, but trying to continue to grow that oval track.
But good for Digger. 2 weeks in a row looking strong in practice.
And it may not be anything at all, but it's kind of down there as far as the speeds go. Doesn't surprise
5-3 Tigers after 7.
Todd Dillon down there, but
Michael McDowell at Spire 71. His last win was the Indianapolis Road Course.
We have no idea what they're.
He's got 2 wins in his career. One of them was that. I got Bubba as my pick. He's had a decent run here while it's not raining. Yes, exactly. Remember last year, 2-hour rain delay, y'all. 2-hour rain delay last year.
Down in 11th, of course, we know that car is operated out of the Penske shop, and all 3 of those Penske cars are still in the playoffs. So
playoffs.
Things to come for Austin Cindric.
3 minutes and 58 seconds left here in practice number 1.
Josh Berry's had his
struggles throughout the summer months, and it was a miserable opening round of the playoffs. But still, for being the guy that made the playoffs, to see him right now, Mark, only 11th out of 18, that does jump off the page a little bit too.
A little bit surprising, but is he maybe trying something that Logano, Blaney, and Cindric can play off? Has he gone completely the other way from where they're going, or made some kind of adjustment to maybe kind of test that out? We heard about Joey Logano being down in the 21 pit, so that may tip us off that may be in play. And
Last year's wet tire race is at the end. It was kind of going slow.
Again, Josh Berry beat them down like a fat dog in Las Vegas earlier this year. He didn't just win that race; he put them in the ground.
Well, this racetrack, you know, we've talked about and documented a lot about what's up with this racetrack. It's got sealer on it, got some tremendous bumps over here going into turns 3 and 4. A completely different sort of entry into.
Trying to get to 100 likes. Hit that like button for us. Subscribe to the channel. We're 3 away from 35,360. What's up, Billy Bowles? Your boy. Congrats to your boy in the playoffs. Raj Caruth, Billy. Hey, CeeLo, you know Bell goes back-to-back in the 20. We'll see. We'll see.
Information is everything. As much as these drivers can give back that information, that's what those crew chiefs and
playoffs
they need right now.
You know, Nick, again, looking at the replay, great camera shots, great.
Does Cole Custer come back?
Into turn 3. You see these little.
Wow, what's up with that? Taco, Nacho Taco. What's up, T-Man? Good to see you, man. Dinger finding more and more speed. Yes, sir. What's up, Susan? Good to see you too as well.
Car is low to the ground without that splitter hitting the ground at the entry of turn number 3. Because as soon as that splitter hits, the driver has no control.
Yeah, that's the name of the game, obviously. And making that work for 301 laps on Sunday, too, right? It's one thing to set these cars up to go quick in qualifying, or maybe to be strong on those 10, 15 lap averages that you have detailed. But you know, hoping that those cars will hold up over the course of the entire day.
Is it CeeLo you're looking for? CeeLo can see it in your eyes. CeeLo can see it in your smile.
Struggling, say they are just way too loose.
Take your head.
You look toward the bottom of the speed charts. Todd
Bowman.
Stenhouse, Kyle Busch.
I think he's in the next group because it shows him down here, but it doesn't show him running. I think he's going to be in the next group. Pretending he's a playoff driver. Maybe someone hasn't told Bowman he got knocked out.
Very nice this afternoon. Of course, he's from this area. He posted in the 2nd spot, as I believe the flag has come out to end this practice session. Well, maybe not yet. We'll see in just a minute. There are a few.
Digger's such a great guy too. Got meet him last year. Nice.
We're almost down to it here in just a minute, but Allmendinger, the fastest so far in practice. They continue on here into Magic Mile.
Of course, again, Allmendinger, the surprise pole sitter a week
ago
Steve. At Hampshire Motor Speedway, and that made for 15 different pole sitters here in 2025 in our 27 qualifying sessions.
Well, this year they've been adding some to the playoff drivers. So.
The Magic Mile, we return in just a moment. Show the guy here for Hot Brothers.
All right. Thank you guys so much for I'm trying to find my mouse. What is it doing? All right, back down here. All right, there we go. You have to really explain things to Alex. He's Bowman the Slowman. That's right. Bowman the Slowman. And I also thought it was hilarious that Harsovar had Bowman's old pit crew at Bristol last week, and they looked really good. I watched them. They were right there kind of in front of me, so I got to watch them pit, and they looked fast, and they took care of the car. So I don't know. Maybe they just didn't like Alex Bowman. Who knows? Who knows? But was at the race tonight. There is no race tonight. It's tomorrow. And T-Fan says, I like that hat, CeeLo. Can we make one on you full time? It's game day for my Vols. So I got to support my Vols. We'll have the Denny hand on tomorrow. Trucks raced earlier. Yes, Trucks just got done. And Corey Heim won the race. The EPJ or EJP 175. Corey Heim won. Chandler Smith and Garcia were eliminated. And Raj Caruth got in on that last spot. Billy Voles' boy, Caruth, gets in to this round of 8. So they got 3 races in the round of 8 in October. That's 3 races in October, so we'll be bringing those to you as well. Now, if we go to Talladega, we will not be bringing that one to you. but hopefully we'll have all the races here for you guys on the channel. So we are now in Group 2 practice, which is the playoff drivers. Group 2 practice. I'm talking about practice. That's right. I'm talking about practice. So Group 2 playoff drivers now. How's Tom? Any updates? He's popped in our chats a couple times, but pretty much just kind of hanging out and seeing what happens. But he is at peace with whatever's coming his way, and he doesn't want anybody to be sad for him. He wants anybody to be sad for him. He wants everybody to be happy that he led a great life, and that was his words. I do not want anybody to say I'm sorry to me. I don't want anybody saying, I'm sad, but he has enjoyed a great life and he's hanging on. So that's where we are right now. I haven't heard from him in a couple days. He has popped in the chat a couple times and said something, so I know he's watching. And Tom, if you are watching, our prayers are with you, buddy. And I hope you get to see Hamlin not win a championship this year. I know that's horrible for me to say that, but I know that would make him happy. But I know it did make him happy to watch Hamlin finish 30th place last week, as I know he doesn't like Denny, but a lot of y'all don't like him, but that's okay. But yeah, prayers for Tom. Say a prayer for him and say prayer for him for peace on his decisions and going forward. So is the truck race over? Yes, Bobby, it is over. Truck race is over. So we are in Group 2 now. And we're 3 subscribers away from 35,357. 153 of us here. Appreciate that. But yep. So if you do see Tom, don't say you're sorry. Just say, treat him like a normal person. I know that's tough to do, but who's getting ready to be eliminated in a cup? Well, this is the first round of 12. So we have a couple races to go, but 4 more drivers will be eliminated in the round of 12. Tom's a smart man on his driver choices. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. And he loves to give me heck about Denny, for sure. So, yep, that's where we are right now. So first 4 out was so easy to predict. Now, I thought maybe that ruined my bracket, but I thought maybe that SVG was going to get in and Bubba was going to get out. So that's where my difference is on my things. SVG in and I had Bubba out, so it's the opposite way around. But I had everybody else getting out, and I think I had Bowman in too, and I think I had Cindric getting out. So I had Cindric and them out too. So. But Sunday tomorrow at 12:30 we'll be live tomorrow, and then next week, Saturday, Sunday, Xfinity race and NASCAR Cup Series. So all day Saturday for fun here at Kansas, and then Sunday the NASCAR Cup Series race. So next week Kansas. Elliott out this round. My hot take. Well, good possibility. Lizard King. He came close to getting eliminated there at Bristol too. So. We'll see if Chase Elliott can do something here in the round of 12.
So this is the lull before the second session gets underway. Let's go down to Alan Cabana. And I'm with Josh Berry. You had a moment there in practice, but it seemed to bounce back. There's a lot of attention on the tires this weekend. Right now, your crew looking at them. What was it like out there?
Yeah, car felt really good. I definitely really liked our mid to long run speed. I felt like it was really strong. I always love coming here. It's one we've had circling for a while. We had a really good race here last year in the 4 car, so hopefully we can translate that to another strong Sunday.
Was there a certain feel to this new tire? Or what was it like?
Yeah, like the rears are giving up maybe a little bit more than what I remember. I really haven't raced here a lot. I just got that one race last year in the next gen, which there was rain and a lot going on, but it seems like stepping right power call off. So yeah, hopefully for a great race.
All right, we'll throw to Heather DeBoe.
And here now with Brian Priest, who is second in that practice session. So what can you take away as far as tires there? You were putting 38 laps on your tires, which is more than most.
Yeah.
So what would you say that you learned?
Yeah, I mean that was the whole point of the practice for us was to run some laps out
Ryan Priest here talking. My next is four is Bubba, Cedric, Chastain, and Elliott.
Beast Ford Mustang, and felt really good about that. Tweak a couple little things to make it a little bit more comfortable. Once we get 10 laps into the run, we're gonna have a really solid car.
All right, let's take a look at the lap averages. Josh Berry, overall lap average, and then you got your 5-lap average of AJ Allmendinger, Justin Haley, Allmendinger, McDowell. Your 10-lap average, your 15-lap average is McDowell, Berry, Haley. Your 20-lap average, Josh Berry. So, look at Josh Berry. Let's see what the other Penske cars do in the practice here. But there it is. Josh Berry, Daniel Suarez, Ryan Preece, and that 20, 25, 30 lap average there. So, but Josh Berry, overall, number one. Let's go back to qualifying practice. Let me refresh. Refresh it, because if you don't refresh, it doesn't. The timer doesn't click over again. So make sure you do that. All right. Let's see. Do we have the other drivers in? No, they do not. They just have Bowman. So Bowman will be practicing with the playoff drivers. He's pretending he's still in the round of 12. All right. As he was the last one, I guess the last one eliminated. So I guess he gets to ride with the playoff drivers. All right. Barry finished third last year at New Hampshire. Briscoe finished second. So there you go. So Barry picking up where he left off. He said, he only had that one car. So one time at New Hampshire. So Toyota has bought NASCAR. No manufacturer should be able to major sponsor at any track. Oh, it's a Toyota track. All right. Group 2 coming up, and they haven't refreshed the qualifying or the practice yet. But it will be all of the round of 12 drivers plus Alex Bowman. So we'll see what Christopher Bell can do, as he won here last year. He's won 2 out of the 3 races here. Toyota. But I really think Larson does pretty good this week, and I think I got Bubba. Bubba's my dark horse. I got Larson winning. So. Championship 4, Hamlin, Briscoe, Byron, Bell. I have Larson, Hamlin, Byron, Bell. That's who I have. Larson, Byron, Hamlin, Bell. A race I'm extremely curious about next year is the truck race in the streets of St. Petersburg. That should be interesting. And we're going to try to go to the one in San Diego. Be out there for that race. Never been to a road course race before, so that should be interesting to do as well. But yeah, that should be interesting. The truck races on the streets of St. Petersburg. Better not get too rowdy with Morgan and Morgan sponsor. That's right. Morgan and Morgan sponsor. Shango says last year's race is a bad indicator, as it finished on wet tires and no one knew what to do with them. Yep, that was an interesting race, y'all.
Sequential gearbox
and Earl says, or STP Man says, San Diego is a beautiful city, a lot of fun. Never been there. And Earl says, hey, Stilo, just left Lionel's store and I got that number 50 Burt Myers plus a Ben Rhodes truck and a Buescher race win. Did you go to the one in Nashville, Earl?
Wendy for long run speed. So we'll go back to work on this High Barker Toyota Camry XSE here for qualifying. Be data a little bit. Hopefully I can get my chip points right.
All right, good luck to you in qualifying.
New Hampshire, it's the Oklahoma Land Rush. As soon as NASCAR gave the okay for them to hit the racetrack, Denny Hamlin led a big pack of cars that rushed off the pit lane.
Yeah, I mean, 2 of the first ones to leave their pit boxes were Bubba Wallace and Tyler Reddick, and they pulled right in front of the Penske cars. So, a split second later, also
here we go.
Racetrack as well. Then everybody had to slam on the brakes. Now, Mark, they're going to get it all sorted out as they slowly pull off a pit lane. But
so there it is. Bowman, Bell, Hamlin, Keselowski, Chastain. So Keselowski's with them too. Hocevar as well. Gibbs.
10 car lengths. So after all that,
a lot of give and take on the racetrack. Not so much there on pit lane. You can see if Christopher Bell kind of sandbags on us a little bit here in practice, or
okay. Do they have a lot of new 2025 cars, Earl?
If I were a betting man, and
I'm going to bet you the old C Bell is going to be looking pretty good here in a minute.
Memphis is a playoff contender.
Jumped on.
Do they have a lot of 2025 cars now?
Joe Gibbs race cars.
It's the best Roval is the best road course for fans. Only road course.
Wondering if Joe Gibbs Racing can just
I've been to Charlotte, but not the Roval.
3 for 3 in the open round with all 3 drivers going to victory lane. It doesn't get much better than that as a team owner, does it? No, it doesn't. And kudos to Ty Gibbs last week. I thought he really looked
wow.
solid.
I'll have to go check it out.
Racecraft was good. Nick, you know, he's close. We keep talking about it and keep talking about it, but who knows? It could be New Hampshire. He certainly was good up here in the Xfinity cars years gone by.
Yeah, and what if it's in the playoff round, where all of a sudden he could steal a win away from somebody with a chance to knock themselves into the next round of the playoffs. But I think it's fascinating, Mark, and I'd love to get your opinion. All season long, we
See if anybody can challenge Allmendinger.
It's going to separate themselves as a championship favorite. Then we start the playoffs, and then all of a sudden, Gibbs Racing goes out and wins the first.
So far, Christopher Bell's the only one.
A 1-2-3 combo.
Oh no, Willie B.
Somebody else in the garage area of it's not wide open. What if these Gibbs?
Willie B.
Organization has figured something out.
So the first one was a jab, straight right hand.
What up, Barry? Good to see you.
The third one was a left hook to the kidney.
I did. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Right on the spot. Joe, we were thinking which driver's going to.
Jenny's scared of lobsters.
Gibbs Racing said, "We're going to do that," and so that's what makes things interesting.
What up, Charles?
11 poles for Toyota, 11 for Chevy, 5 for Ford. Joe Gibbs Racing, they captured 13 poles in 2024. That went all the other teams, and their Toyota team has had the most, or been tied for the most poles in 7 of the last 8 seasons. Again, 11 so far this year. Hendrick with only 5.
But this sport is also
Trying to get to 100 likes. Help us out. If that likes y'all for us.
3 weeks from now, the narrative is
5-4 after 8. We're still losing.
That's usually what happens in the playoffs.
I'll have to go there before they run out.
That kind of runs through the first playoff set, and then we get to the second grouping, and things begin to change. And that's
I've had Red Lobster's Cheddar Bay biscuits.
It's amazing. William Byron is set fast time. So
Willie B.
in a Chevrolet this afternoon above Allmendinger from the last session.
Then Bubba and Ty Gibbs picking up where they left off last week.
We could have a completely different narrative once we leave the Rumble.
So going back to Nick Yeoman's boxing thing, everybody's got a plan according to Mike Tyson.
They get punch to the mouth.
They get punched in the mouth. And that's really what it is, right? If you have a good race in New Hampshire, then you're looking at something different for Kansas and maybe the Roval. If you have a bad race, things, again, change plan.
Well, and that has to be the mindset of all those other teams in the garage. Yes, I'm sure it was staggering for them to open up the playoff round to see one organization sweep all 3 races. But the fact that the points reset, the fact that we start going to some different racetracks, even if you feel like maybe you've been put on the back foot a little bit by the fact that Denny Hamlin and Christopher Bell and Chase Briscoe have been so strong. The fact that
Yeah, he did pretty good. What's up, Terry? Good to see you. Appreciate you being here, Terry.
So William Byron now has run the quickest lap so far in the
Willie B.
here.
See those 24s.
All the drivers with 19 top 10 starts in the opening 29 races. Chase Briscoe right behind him in 17.
Willie B.
Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, Austin Cindric 14 times in the top 10, 13 times for Ty Gibbs, Ryan Blaney, and Christopher Bell. If you go back to the Ty Gibbs thing, they have shown really big flashes of speed, led a bunch of laps last week. He's closing in, I think, Pat, and Nick has to talk about this. I think the first win is just around.
Lobster rolls and rolling rocks.
Racecraft. Not only was the car fast, but you have to have racecraft at Bristol to stay up front, and he had that.
Well, that's what the whole goal has been. Is just get consistently better. If the wins will come in doing that. They've done that work this year, and you begin to see, towards the end of this year, they're starting to get results.
for all of the work that they've done this year. So he can race with the lead. We saw that, and that's not that is a real accomplishment. You can race with the lead with the best guys in the business. That's a big deal. Now, if you
Ricky dropping those 12s.
content, and have those
Never been to New England.
finishes, because I know Nick knows
Whoever's in New England is through with you.
right, and that's what he's got to consistently try to do. So he's run up front, and they always say you got to lose them a few to finally get the win. Do you think he's got that out of the way?
18 minutes to go here in this group. Then we got qualifying.
I know I certainly am of rushing these young drivers. And listen, we're gonna have to do the same thing with Connor Zilic next year, and potentially our truck winner today, Corey Heim. They're gonna move up to another series, and we're going to expect, well, they're gonna light the world on fire. And sometimes they do.
Where will Heim go? That's the question. The number 9 needs to run good this week. You're right, Tennessee Smokey. Chase needs to run good. That's Reba.
Race round. Down to 1 quick lap, 5 quick laps, 10 quick laps. It's putting together a full day where you have to be perfect to win these races. That takes time.
He's the last guy that was going to fool me, though. I made sure I said this to myself because I was the guy that said, first year he came to Cup, I said, he'll win a race this year. After watching what he did in the Xfinity Series, and I'm not talking about the fact that he won races, but it's how he won races that I thought, kid is not going to get in a kid's car, a Kyle Busch car, and not go win a race. And it just didn't happen.
It's kind of like baseball, AAA, right?
Is the 45 in the top 10? No, he's not. Reddick is not in the top 10. He is CeeLo. Who will be behind the wheel of Legacy? I don't know, man. Maybe Heim.
Sam Darnold, 4 or 5 years into their career, I think it's very similar. The light bulb's going to come on for Ty Gibbs. He's too close for it not to. It's only a matter of time for that young man. Looking pretty decent in his practice session. He's turned 13 laps and has that.
Reddick is 18th overall fastest.
From this session, his first quick. Blaney 6th, Bubba Wallace 7th, Ty Gibbs 8th, Larson currently 16th overall. This is just a single lap speed. Tyler Reddick 18th, 19th, Buscher, Chase Elliott 20th. This again, mixing them into the first session.
Is crammed. Everything's crammed.
My attention, Denny Hamlin down there in the 23rd spot. Logano, Briscoe 25th and 26th.
I don't know. When I look at Hamlin and I go over here to the best average speeds, Hamlin is right there in the top 5. I tend to think that what he's working.
Keep hitting that subscribe, y'all. 35,358. Trying to get to 35,400.
So when I think Denny Hamlin anywhere in that top 5 in the overall average laps, I'm thinking that they're okay.
Sort of like Nick with Kevin Harvick back in the day. He'd be 30th on the rundown. Right. He'd tell his crew, relax. I felt in my backside exactly what I wanted to feel in the race car, so we're okay. There's never any panic, right? They knew that they were in good shape. I'll tell you who's in really good shape. Look at William Byron. Not only does he throw down the fastest lap of anybody,
29.7.
but you look at the
9.3, 9.5.
10 lap average, he's second. Even go to 15 lap averages, he's looking good. So
Do you think 2311 will have a team next year? Yeah, if they don't win this case, it's over. And where will Reddick and Bubba go? Yeah, it's going to be all the silly season is going to be very interesting after the season ends.
William Byron, he's always been one of the best qualifiers we've had this year. Chase Briscoe has the best average.
Be sure to give a like to the old CeeLo live stream and hype the video of the other ones, y'all. Hype the video of the truck race and the paint scheme video.
Kyle Larson, 12 points.
Let's see how many points are on the hype video now.
Tell you one thing that I'm looking at, and that is that 5 car. To me, Kyle Larson needs to show this weekend that he is capable of getting to Phoenix. And I think these next 2 races for that 5
still at 4,200.
And Kansas, forget about the Roval, but you know what I mean? I think that car has got to come to life in a big way.
I think all of Hendrick Motorsports. I mean, again, what we saw at Gateway, have to improve upon that here because you haven't run well at Gateway, New Hampshire. You've got an uphill climb
when it comes to Phoenix. So I think this is a very
Car owner and still limited to 4 charters next season. No, they can only Hendrick and Gibbs are allowed to have 4 charters. Everybody else is allowed to have 3. That 6 is my favorite paint scheme with that Red Sox. Yeah, and he threw the first pitch out at Fenway. Get that baseball on the side.
Since May has not been as strong as we have seen Kyle Larson over the years. So yeah, he's got a bit of a cushion.
I'm surprised they're after Jesse Love when Heim's the Toyota guy. You know, Heim has been loyal to Toyota. Love has not.
Speedway.
I mean, I know Jesse Love is in the Xfinity Series and Heim is not, but you know, Heim is that Toyota driver. Love is not. So I'm not sure what'll happen there. Maybe Austin Dillon will just retire at the end of the year. Who knows what'll happen here? But appreciate all the love here tonight. Make sure you're hitting a like. We're 8 likes away from 100. We're in Group 2. Group 2 practice. We got about 13 minutes left, and then we're going to do our qualifying for the Mobil 1 301. And then tomorrow at 12:30 Central, we'll have the stream up later on today for the race tomorrow. Flag to flag coverage. We'll get early races when we're up here in New Hampshire. They don't have any lights here either. So hopefully there won't be a rain delay like there was last year, a 2-hour rain delay. And then they put the rain tires on them. Remember that? And then Christopher Bell ended up winning. That was crazy. Love will have a tough bridge to Cup Series. Exactly. It will be tough for Jesse Love to move over there. But him and Heim have both shown that they can run with their leaders and with the Cup guys as they have been in those cars too as well. So I'm on the pit box calling the shots for CeeLo, driving on the Go CeeLo 69 Chevrolet. He's a little loose. We're working on it. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate it, man. I need all the help driving here. I'm not a Love or Heim fan, Ricky says. Okay. There's Ross Chastain. He is out there. He is still in the playoffs. And where is Ross Chastain at? The Watermelon Man. He is, where you at? Ross Chastain, 29th fastest right now for him. Bowman, 31st. Cindric, 32nd. Denny Hamlin, 23rd fastest. Hocevar. Christopher Bell, 21st fastest. So, not really anybody than Willie B challenging this Group 2, Group 1 drivers, but Ryan Blaney and Bubba Wallace, Ty Gibbs. So there's another Penske driver there too as well.
Broadcasters.
NASCAR diecast prices on resale market have dropped like a rock. Oh, I'm sure they have. Watkins Glen is a road course. Yes, Watkins Glen is a road course. Run the boost. Sam Mayer tied for anywhere. I see you, Mayer. I see you. No Xfinity today. If you're just joining us, no Xfinity races today. They are on vacation. They'll be back. They'll be back after next week. We'll be back at Kansas. So it'll be Cup Series and Xfinity Series next week. We got about 11 minutes left here in practice. 11 minutes left. Chase Briscoe here at New Hampshire. 4 starts, 1 top 5, 2 top 10s. His best finish was 2nd in June of 2024. How do you think the 2311 do this week? I got Bubba as my dark horse winner. So Toyotas are good here. Everyone say congratulations for becoming the manager of the Atlanta Braves, David. Thank you. Appreciate it. Looking forward to a nice job. Looking forward to a stressful job, for sure.
Starts first on the long run, running out of this practice.
Penske cars long on the long run like Barry was. Think it's time for Spinhouse to get fired?
From Team Penske, 2 from 2311 Racing. And there's Ross Chastain. It's Ross all by himself as the only single team kind of thing left in our playoff condition.
Mark, you were kind of watching the Gibbs cars during the practice session. Denny Hamlin and Christopher Bell running around each other, and maybe not. I don't want to say they're not playing nicely, but maybe realizing that as it stands right now, they're the only biggest competitor that stands their way of winning a championship might be one of their teammates.
Could Christopher Bell be sending a message? He passed Denny Hamlin and left it. Can't believe
Put Taylor Gray in that car, Barry says. I look for SVG to have a decent day. It's pretty much a flat track.
Bell passed Hamlin, but he's left it.
Yeah, I think that Christopher Bell is on a mission this weekend.
Spin house belongs in the trucks. Can you hook me up with a skybox, CeeLo?
There's a lot of guys.
Sure, buddy.
Well, and I think that, you know, he's just
5 more likes to 100. Hit us like that likes for us, y'all.
First win at this racetrack.
Is Tennessee covering for you there, Hammer? At 39.5.
We look at the rest.
Let's see what the score is.
At 10 lap average as we go. Christopher Bell, all he did last year was sweep the entire week.
At Bristol, Denny Hamlin said Goodyear tires to cords after 15 laps. Yeah, it was horrible. So there was rubber everywhere, y'all. Everywhere. I'm to 11 in a couple years. I saw where someone posted Denny is retired. Yes, he is retiring. And then I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. Who am I going to follow after Denny retires, y'all? Who am I going to follow?
Yeah. And we're not going to have anything like that tomorrow.
NASCAR's already planned for the Final Four.
We had a year ago. And what a race finish, though. History made in the sense.
They had a softer right side tire, Regine. Softer right side tire.
Kind of get the track dried in.
And then the temperature dropped.
Like a 2-hour rain delay. Track was damp. They were having trouble, drying it. So NASCAR said, you know what? Let's restart this race on wet weather tires. Darkness.
I'll become a Bell fan. My son got a shirt and a hat, and he celebrated a win. He got to watch his driver win, Big Wade.
We're racing almost in the dark with no lights. I mean, that was history, right?
You have to support Carson Hocevar. He's trying to help out streamers.
I mean, top to bottom, the entire racetrack.
Wonder if Carson Hocevar knows about CeeLo.
Rob Albright.
Maybe Hocevar is a subscriber and he watches.
That's what
CeeLo, follow Connor Zillich. Yeah, I could be a Zillich fan.
Because the racetrack saturated.
Especially that Red Bull, man. You know, that's why I love that one. Hopefully you follow a good driver when he does, CeeLo. Yeah, I have to think about it. I thought about Chastain. He's really grown on me, considering I'm a Hamlin fan and how Hamlin fans and Chastain fans didn't really get together. I'm really growing on Chastain on me.
Briscoe's going to be my new teammate. He's taking over for Mark.
Step up. Well, I am a Blaney fan. I am a closet Blaney fan. I used to have a 12 hat, but I don't know what happened to it.
And the coach, Joe.
Briscoe, yeah.
Jump, right? He's running in the 30s. Bell's leading. He catches him and rides for like 20, 30 laps, whatever it took to keep him on the lead lap to get to the end of that stage. Not whack him as a way of saying, hey, bro, I'm sorry.
6 minutes to go. 6 minutes to go. Not Ross, Joyce says. Don't do Ross.
Bell trying to hold off for the win, chase Briscoe.
I'm supposed to follow my son.
He actually went victory lane.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Still to go with Briscoe. Sounds awesome. Of course, you know, I was a Darrell Waltrip fan, and then I went to Sterling Marlin, and then I went to Denny Hamlin. I've had 3 drivers all my life, y'all. 3 drivers. That's it.
Incredible.
Austin Dillon fan.
After month, now looking like a legitimate.
Built by Menard's Closet, Blaney.
That James Small, an easy guy to get to know. I don't think Martin Truex had an easy time initially putting James and himself together.
I knew the Tigers would blow it again. Oh, did the Braves take the lead, Joe? 7-game winning streak. Let's go.
Start reading the tea leaves that James Small had and say, hey, look, man, just.
I haven't had a driver since Junior retired, but I'm a huge fan of Zillich and Heim.
And I think Briscoe just about said, I'll do it. Look where
Ford's taking them, right?
They
And
do
it's
need to win
I
STP.
mean, surprise, but the progression is nothing less with the talent that's involved. The way they melted the
Tigers need to win. The Guardians are getting close on them.
This has always been my groove, and that's
Well, that
what they did.
Oklahoma-Auburn
This
game's gonna be
year,
good.
Like when James Small said, "Look, this is how we've done it," and Joe Gibbs.
He looks like a little kid.
We've set up for Darlington. Trust us. Run the corner this way, not that way.
4 minutes left in this practice. Keep hitting that like. One more like to 100. Help us out, y'all.
They gel at the right time. He's the only guy. We win a runner-up and a top 10. The only guy in 3 top 10s.
Oh, they just scored? Okay.
Dirt background for Chase because he's not that old of a guy. He's learned.
Michigan, Nebraska is gonna be a good one too.
Dirt racing that is so good for you is being able to adjust to a race.
AC Kane, Tony Stewart, and now a Kyle Busch fan. Taterhead says.
Maybe I can change my style. Maybe I can find a different comfort zone. Maybe I can do what this other guy did before. And I think they're really all. It will not surprise me. Will not surprise me to see him in Phoenix racing for the championship. So Christopher Bell,
Swerve and Irvin, yeah, man. Love that Kodak number 4 car. Had that weird high-pitched noise to it. And then Sterling got in it.
And it's still pulling away.
They're at the 400, the 500, and that high-pitched noise.
Got passed by Ross Chastain, who's trying to find a little pace. Ross struggling a bit.
Take a look here and see the standings here.
But you're right. Ever since Christopher Bell made that pass of his teammate Denny Hamlin, every lap around this place, he's gapped in by a couple car lengths. So clearly that green Toyota is pretty good on the long run for Christopher Bell.
Don't want to throw down on our buddy Ross Chastain.
Who was it? Strainer, wasn't it? No, who was in it?
Out of 36 cars.
What was his name? I forget his name. That was in the M&Ms.
Something that he has talked about all season long. They have got to.
Who was it?
To have this a little bit better when they drop the green flag, especially for qualifying. It's got to get a better starting spot, which leads to
6'5" Braves.
And he's struggling right now in 30th.
But hit that subscribe, y'all. 35,358. Help us out.
I'm not sure what Ross may be struggling with. I'm thinking it's probably the same.
Swallowich, Gray, Eck is coming up. CeeLo, man. Pick one of those.
Trying to figure out how to deal with the bumps that are.
Ken Schrader, then Elliott Sadler. That's it.
Like everybody else this down.
Ernie was M&M's at one time. They're showing that Austin Cindric sitting in a car full of smoke, driving to stay alive in the playoffs. That's a lot.
Sense that the 2 straightaways are the same length.
David Kale and Tony are guys I rooted for, Patrick says.
When you're down there, straight down through as the out guys.
Ken Schrader. Love that 25 Kodiak car. What's up, Linda? Good to see you.
Turn 3.
Appreciate you being here.
Just how long it goes down. You can't trim the corner entering turn number 1. You'll throw off your.
He's laying back. He's sandbagging, as they said.
That mid ball ends. It's right.
Really big.
Really arc those cars.
We got about 1 minute left here.
Position where you've got to keep it up against an outside wall. A funneling effect heading down to turn number 1. It made the restarts in the truck race and the modified race. I went up top side and watched the end of the left.
I see that.
That thing really impressive, but it is just the racetrack's plenty wide. So we're talking about 5 distinct grooves.
Bad beats, Hammer. Bad beats.
Throughout the course of a run with the marbles.
The Rice Krispies car? What? Who had that? I don't even remember that. Rice Krispies car?
And we simply see that the outside groove on
NASCAR's done because young talent never worked on anything but sim.
we saw Celeste. There's no real reason for it, right? It's the same racetrack.
SVP Bad Beats.
That outside lane goes. But you have to have so much trust for the guy.
He pulled for Ernie when he drove the number 2 Kroger car.
Down there.
Yeah, I'm trying to rack my brain when we had about 50 restarts in the truck races. We had a lot of yellows in that event. I don't know if the race leader chose to start on the inside at any point. Not even the race. It was all
The Labonte brothers, Bobby and Terry.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is PRN, the Performance Racing Network.
All right, so we are going to be having qualifying now. Qualifying as we'll go through lap averages here in just a second, but Willie B, AJ Allmendinger, Ryan Priest, Riley Herbst, Cole Custer, Ryan Blaney, Bubba Wallace, Ty Gibbs, Michael McDowell, and Daniel Suarez are your top 10. And then you got Justin Haley, Austin Dillon, Eric Jones, Ricky Stenhouse, Josh Berry, Kyle Larson, Noah Graxton, Tyler Reddick. Sorry about that. Chris Buescher, Chase Elliott, Christopher Bell, Carson Hosevar, Denny Hamlin, John Hunter Nemechek, Joey Logano, Chase Briscoe, Austin Cindric, SVG in 28th. 29th, Bad Brad. 30th, Ross Chastain. 31st is Ty Dillon. 32nd is Alex Bowman. 33rd is Zane Smith. 34th, Kyle Busch. 35th is Todd Gillen. And 36th is Cody Ware. Let's look at the lap averages. Let's take a look at that really quick. See if that changed at all. Let me get that. There we go. So Josh Berry still overall on lap averages. Ryan Blaney, Kyle Larson, Christopher Bell. AJ Allmendinger still in the 5-lap average. And then here is Ryan Blaney, 10-lap average, topped. 15-lap average, topped. 20-lap average, topped. 25-lap average, topped. And 30. So Ryan Blaney would love a long run here for this race coming up tomorrow. He would love a long run for Ryan Blaney. Those Penske cars look pretty strong. All of them with 30 lap. Let's see. You got the two. Well, Barry's kind of, yeah, look at the three. All three top three are Penske cars. Barry's got a Penske engine, but Logano, Blaney, and there. So where's Cindric? Let's see. Is Cindric anywhere close? No, they must have not given Cindric the good car this week because he is way down here in 15th. He didn't even run 25 or 30 laps. So Cindric didn't even run 25 or 30 laps. Only half the field only ran 30 laps. So there you go. So Penske cars looking practice. Penske cars looking pretty strong on the long run here to me. Braves win 6-5. Wow, 7-game winning streak. That's awesome. Hey, CeeLo, that Ben Rhodes truck is also a race win, but no confetti. Oh, very nice. Awesome. Cool. Are those the ones that are off to the side, or are they the little box ones? Were they the ones in like the that were hanging up, or are they in the box? And do they have any signed cars? Because they have signed cars there too as well. You just have to ask for them. Adam Petty killed during a practice. Yeah, he was killed here. They were sandbagging in practice, Jason says. Yeah, we'll see. Sandbagging, don't anybody know what we got. All right. Terry Labonte had the Kellogg's 5. They put a Rice Krispie on one of his Hendrick cars for the one race. Okay, I didn't know that. I never saw the Rice Krispie on the Labonte car. NASCAR is lost because of young drivers that don't even know how to check oil. Boxer says they just know how to drive those iRacing cars. But thank you guys so much for being here. Keep on hitting that like. We're at 105 likes. Let's go to 200. Let's see if we can get to 200 likes. We have 236 folks in here. And if you're new to us, subscribe to the channel. 35,360 is our goal. We're trying to get to 360 on our subscriber goal. Got a Rice Krispie car, Mark says. Nice. T-Van says, I would love to see what Adam Petty could have done. Gone way too soon. Yes, rest in peace. And it looks like Hammer, they might score here again. UAB might score here again. That might definitely kill it. It won't be such a bad beat. Like Dislike says, what's up, CeeLo? How was Bristol? It was great. And Monday, we'll be bringing out the vlog for that. If you're a member, you get to watch that vlog right now. It's on the channel only for members, pro and MVP members only. So make sure you go check that out. It's a great video from the beginning to when we walk into the track, till we walk out of the track, till we drive home. All included, everything. Driver intros, national anthem, stage 1, stage 2, all the stuff that happens. And also a special guest pops up in the chat. or pops up in the video that we did not know if we were going to meet up or not. So make sure you check that out as well. So, all right, we are qualifying. Let's see if I can refresh here. Let's see if this is working here. Nope. Let me refresh. See if it's up there yet. There it is, qualifying up now. Okay, let's get rid of the qualifying. Let's get it back here.
Mentioned Logano also with polls, Ryan Priest, and our latest poll sitter from a week ago, a very happy AJ Allmendinger.
I like what I said, Nick, about fall off. If he can consistently get that tomorrow, this could be a really interesting race because if we've got a little bit of fall off, the opportunity to pass is gonna be there. And I think that while clean air will be king as it always is, the front couple, I think could be some really good racing, especially up near the front tomorrow.
That's what we're hoping for, right? Comers and goers throughout the course of the day, and I think some of that was backed up by what we saw in practice. Some of the drivers that were fast in a 1 to 5 lap pace maybe didn't have it 15,
Yep.
20, 25.
They scored again on them.
Runs. It's a good sign, and I'm with you. I'm as optimistic as anyone based on what Joey Logano said.
Let's go qualifying.
Potential of tire wear being a factor and allowing some drivers to come through the field. Let's go down with Cabana.
Top of the board with William Byron out there in his Hendrick Chevrolet. 1 lap good, longer run. What'd you think? What was it like out there for practice?
I felt good. I'm quick to not judge it too much here. I feel like the track changes a lot, but kind of
Best NASCAR stream right here. Smash that sub for this great channel. Thank you so much, Sam. What's up, man? Make sure you check out him. He's doing hockey starting up here very soon, and Toronto Blue Jays baseball. Make sure you check out my man, Samuel B12, The Experience. Let's go.
our cars getting made, so it's gotta keep going. Hey,
Rice Krispie Treats NASCAR race car is from 3 years ago, 1999.
yeah, the bumps are
1999. I'll have to take a look at it.
Typically does when they treat the corner, so it's kind of like you just get kind of shoved off in there with a certain balance, and you just have to handle and deal with that balance. So yeah, it seems like so far we've done well with the bumps over there. It's just trying to marry the two ends of the track together.
All right, William Byron, the 24 car.
I'm trying to remember if Adam was in the spree car when he crashed.
Night is about to get underway. We'll take another quick break.
Magic Mile qualifying coming up. All right, who do you think's getting the pole here? Let's see in the chat. Who do you think's getting in the pole? Let me know in the chat. Who do you think's going to have the pole here for this race? Let me see. Who you got? Is it going to be Ryan Blaney? Is it going to be Christopher Bell? Is it going to be a Toyota? Is it one of the Toyotas that's been sandbagged? Is it going to be Willie B? Who is it going to be? Who you got? Jake's got the 24. Don't think we'll see a bunch of tire fall off here. Temps will still be above 63 degrees. It got cold at Bristol, y'all. It got a little chilly. I will tell you that. At least there was no breeze blowing on me, though. Anybody else? Denny's going to be on the pole. Dobie Duke, what's up, man? Good to see you, buddy. Welcome back. Jake's got the 24. Anybody else? Anybody else with the decision on the pole? As we're in qualifying. Suarez, Cole Custer, AJ Allmendinger, Josh Berry, Ryan Priest for Lizard King, Briscoe for Crazy. Patrick's going Ryan Blaney as well. Briscoe will sneak in, Jason says. Christopher Bell for Big Wade, of course. I think you're right. Like, dislike. Oh, talking about Adam Pedley's car. Tim's got Lawson. Yes, I believe Adam's card 2. The 21 for Josh Berry for on the pole for Susan. Willie B for Charles as well. Anybody else with your predictions? Sky Allen's got Chase. I see you, Chase. I see you. Anybody else? Christopher Bell, happy to be me. All right. So a lot of people think the Toyotas were sandbagging in practice, not letting anybody see what they got. The 9 for the final 4, 20, the 12, and the 6 for Regine for her top 4 for this race. Chase Briscoe for Mark. Willie B for WM Pro. Roy's got Willie B as well. And the Dinger for Shangron. Back-to-back poles for the Dinger. I'm going to go Logano. I'm taking Logano for the pole. Just, I don't know. I think I'm taking Logano for the pole. There you go. Going to a Penske car on the pole. Ford and Toyota. Chevrolet. I got Larson winning and Bubba Wallace is my dark horse, but I'm going to go Logano on the pole. Logano. Nobody picking Logano. Nobody picking any Fords except Blaney. Byron and the Dinger. Larson's luck got to change. It does, Mark. It has to. I think that the right side tire really threw off Denny and Larson last week. Briscoe all day, Taylor says. I think that's what you're saying, Briscoe. You're saying Bristol. Bristol all day. Bristol was a lot of fun. We had a good time. You'll see the vlog on Monday for the ones that are not members. The ones that are not pro and MVP members, you'll see that vlog on Monday. Keith's got Barry. Anybody else? Anybody else? Boom, 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 boom. This is gonna be interesting. Here we go. And the Vols win 56-24. Miss it by 39. I'm sorry, Hammer. What's up, Keith? Good to see you.
Sport there, Charlotte Motor
Smash that like. Let's go.
Get ready to roll.
So we've got the Fan Friday. That will feature the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series racing on the Roval for the very first time in their history.
The trucks on the Roval. That I'm already gonna go like 12 cautions. Trucks on the Roval. I'm going 12 cautions already. I'm not even there yet. I'm already picked in 12 cautions. Since we're talking about Adam, we'll go with the 45 for the pole. There you go. What's up, Kenneth Clark? Good to see you, man. Let's go racing. Briscoe for Taylor. The 22 gets knocked out of this round. We'll see, Wade. Got rid of the Roval. Get rid of the Roval. And here is Daniel Suarez.
Take it, folks, for the Roval. I promise you.
Personal night race used to sell the place out. Not sure what happened. The bracing got bad, but it was packed. It was not full. It was packed. I can see a few spots.
What's Redneck Hill? Redneck Hill. I gotta get the lingo down here.
9 for the pole for Kenneth Clark.
That's been a long time.
Daniel Suarez 29.788 on that. He's on the pole. There's Cole Custard. 29.773. 29.773 now.
Where I'm stating. So it's an awesome vantage point.
115 likes. Keep hitting that like. Hit that subscribe as well. One more to go to 35,360.
Qualify AJ Allmendinger on the racetrack right now. Cole Custer has run the fastest lap at 127.928. Daniel Suarez.
And so Custer.
Well, down here in the 2311 camp,
Allmendinger up next.
Chief Charles DeKnife, as well as Billy Scott and his driver Tyler Reddick, debrief, and they've been debriefing for a long time, but they have a helper on hand right now. I've been watching Kurt Busch carry papers back and forth between the two crew chiefs. So Kurt, you're down here helping out. Tell me what you were helping with, but can you tell our listeners what exactly you're doing as these guys are debriefing here?
I have a tire is brought to a racetrack. It's called a D-code from Goodyear. It's a softer tire this time around, and so that's why they're in a heavy brief. As they're explaining what the part in the first lap what it did lap.
Kurt Busch.
And they both did a lap run.
There's the Dinger in the green. There it is. 29.467 on the pole again.
Just like to bounce back and forth and see, this is what you guys saw over here, and then verify it. That's what you use 3-car teams for, or 4-car teams. That you send one car out there to do plan A, one to do plan B, one to do plan C.
Chat, do you think any driver will beat the 59, the 29? Yes. Maybe a 29.1, Sky. 29.1.
But still apply, or do you
Maybe a 28.9.
Depends on the tire. I won early on.
Chase 25th car out. There's Josh Berry in the green. Boom, he hits it. 29.354 for Josh Berry. 29.354 for Josh Berry. Boom.
That's great. How long will he?
Now Cody Ware. Cody Ware doing Cody Ware things.
Busch?
Trucks went 28.946. Oh, okay. That might do a difference. Then.
The quickest lap, 129.7.
Cody Ware, 30.123. Bum, 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 bum.
29.7. Then it's Cole Custer. And
We played UAB, Lord Withrow. We won.
on the racetrack.
Yeah, and if you weren't with us for practice about an hour ago, Josh.
Yeah, you're right, Roy.
During practice, I think safe to say, Mark, Pat, maybe he was fighting the limits of the racetrack. Because
We'll have to worry about afternoon thunderstorms this time.
Between the four walls, clearly that Wood Brothers Ford has some pace fastest so far. Well, if you were listening to him there, and I was.
Sharks got hungry for pole blood.
Practice, you know, he sounded very confident that they got something good to race with. So, pretty good lap for him. We'll see where it puts him here in just a few minutes. Go down to Alan Cabana.
And I'm down here on the grid with Carson Osvar as he's getting in there, actually just pushing his car up one extra spot at the moment, and we'll just lay it out.
Bye week for my team, so didn't watch any football.
In there. 25 minutes of practice. What you learn about this place?
The feedback in the comments sections are wild for Heim's 9th win. I hope he wins the rest of them this year, doing what he can to ride he's in. That's right, Taylor.
Yourself. I'm excited for it. Should be a good race. It's awesome to see the crowd still stick around for qualifying here. So hopefully we get something good here.
Carson Osvar, always exciting in the race. Let's see what he does in qualifying.
You know, Carson Hosevar was one of the guys I thought would win a race this year, and he's come close.
Osava.
Has some other very, very strong runs as well.
Gregson.
Ty Gibbs being on the precipice of getting
29.940.
Impressive this year, and I've seen him a lot of times. Nick, you and I've watched him.
Sharks got hungry for laps to.
We thought, and this might be his day as far as winning a cup race goes. And
there's Gregson here. See what he can do here. 29.940 for Noah Gregson. I'm a Kentucky fan, so probably last week of the year we don't lose.
It's got to find a way to be fast throughout the course of the day. We just got to find a way to slow Carson Hosevar, slow those hands down just a little bit, because he's prone to make some mistakes, but clearly there is a lot of natural talent bursting at the seams for that young man, and I'm with you, Mark. I think within a year or two, we're going to be talking about him race winner at the cup level.
And then another suggestion for Carson.
Roy says we play Bama next week.
Invite everybody.
There's Todd Gillen and those pickles.
Sorry if I did something wrong to anybody here in the room. I'm sorry. I'll try to do better. Make a few more friends for the start of the 2026.
Pickles. The Grillos. Clemson is losing. It's crazy. They predicted him to be in the national championship. And our quarterback, they said he was going to win the Heisman.
Just come out here and race.
Yeah, Gray got into an accident. That's why.
Week out, you're running up front trying to take trophies.
So
give us more horsepower.
Just clocked in 7th fast. So here's our current rundown. Josh Berry, AJ.
There's that High Motorsports paint job by Ricky. It's all right, Terho. Maybe. Maybe so, Baron. All right, so there it is. It's Barry, Dinger, Dillon, Custer, Suarez, Gregson, Stenhouse, Cody Ware, Todd Gilliland. And does Josh Berry hold on to the pole? Yes or no in the chat. Does Josh Berry hold on to the pole? He was fast in practice. Does he hold on to it? Allmendinger as well. He is up there too. Does Allmendinger stay in the top 3? Does Josh Berry stay on the pole? The question is, let me ask you in the chat. Chat, does Josh Berry stay on the pole? And everybody's saying no. Jake says no. Lord says no. Taro says no. Charles says no. Walter says no. Anybody else? No for Linda. No for Jason. Lots of no's. Nobody says yes. So there it is. Nobody thinks Josh Berry will be on the pole. Nope. Lots of no's. Ronnie West, what's up, man? Keith says yes. Keith says yes for Josh Berry to be on the pole for the rest of the way. Lots of good cars to come. But we're 10 in for 9 in. And coming up after this, we are done for the day. I'll redirect you to someone else. If not, I'd love for you to go check out our paint scheme and race weekend preview. If you're a member, make sure you go check out the Bristol video if you haven't watched it yet. If you want to watch that, it's a pretty good video, and it'll come out on the public on the channel on Monday morning, so you guys can watch the ones that haven't watched it yet. Josh Berry somehow will get in an accident at the race. Exactly, he always messes up in the first stage. Joyce says nah. Like Dislike says no. Winfro says no. East is the only one that said yes, and Susan said yes as well. 2 people have said yes. Crazy said no. CeeLo will watch Illinois football later. CeeLo, I don't know what he's going to do later. I'd love to go blitz some laps around Kentucky Speedway with my own NASCAR race car. That would be fun. Yeah, good luck getting in there, Cole. But you, Cole, seem how to get into places. Yeah, come on in, Cole. Hello from Germany. Mikhail, what's going on? Good to see you. Appreciate you here. Walter says no as well. C-String, what's going down, bud? Man, just hanging out here watching some qualifying Kentucky Fried. I wanted Kentucky Fried Chicken so bad. The other day, went there and they were waiting so long for chicken, so we left. We went to Popeyes instead, and that turned out to be Popeyes or chicken, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Which one y'all like? Popeyes or Kentucky Fried Chicken? Which one do you like there as well? Become a member if you want to watch it. Rather watch it early, only 99 cents. Well, you can't watch it for rookie membership is 99 cents. That is for the rookie membership only. Pro and MVP is $1.99, and MVP is $2.99. You can watch it now if you become a pro member. So, all right, here we go. Austin Dillon, who just got bounced out of the playoffs, is now in here. KFC, lots of KFC. Yep, KFC, neither, but KFC, if I had to choose Popeyes. You know what I do miss? Spain and I were talking about it the other day. Mrs. Winters. We missed some Mrs. Winters. Who remembered Mrs. Winters? KFC. Lots of KFCs. Bojangles dubs. See, I don't like Bojangles dubs. So Austin Dillon, 29.68. Ty Dillon, 29.76. And now it's SVG. No, this is Riley Herbst. Riley Herbst, P3. Third fastest, 29.620. And Riley Herbst drops an F-bomb on his driver intro at Bristol, by the way. Shenga says 7-Eleven makes some dang good chicken.
Oh, great lap. That's not the lap, but it did. Barry has run a very, very good lap at 29.354. The speed 129.754. Does that hold up, Pat? I don't know, but mentioning Riley Herbst made me think myself.
Here's SPG and his jockeys. Got ousted from the playoffs as well. See if he. Oh, look at that. Someone said SPG would be good on a flat track, and there he is. Second fastest.
Really in the mix.
SVG. 29.409. Someone said because of the flat turns, he would do pretty well.
Just crazy that I haven't figured it out by now, but I know that was a good lap, and he'll be really happy with it.
SVG. I was just thinking a few hours ago, Josh Berry, I'm going to get to bet him he finished in the top 3 last year.
Be attributed to the fact he knows how to brake better than everybody else. So what you'll hear after the fact, but that is a great lap for them. They should be proud of that.
Here's that Jones boy.
Bell is our defending race winner here. Christopher, you've had a lot of success at New Hampshire.
See those 20s
this weekend.
Big Wade.
Success at winning here at this track.
Oh man, that's a lot. There's a lot of keys to every racetrack. Normally, Jokens Racing brings race cars, and I would expect the same this week. So my race felt strong. There were definitely a couple competitors that had more pace than me.
You gonna become an SPG fan, Ronnie?
So
I don't know. We'll see.
Top 10, top 5, and see where we got tomorrow.
If we could just talk tires real quick, you were able to do the test here in New Hampshire earlier this year. Was there any big takeaways that helped you guys today with your setup or anything?
tires, they're so confusing. Those tests are so confusing as well. So at the tests, we had a lot of tire. The car really changed over the course of the run, and then we got felt really consistent and much different than what we had at the tire test. So,
Thank you for your time and good luck in qualifying.
Playing for Christopher Bell day as in tire degradation. So hear anybody go like, yeah, I'm worried about the day.
It's an open wheel term, isn't it? It's not a lot on the IndyCar scene. I hear the Formula One folks talking about that as well. Yeah, I prefer tire wear. I think that's a little bit easier.
There is Ryan Priest. A lot of people said Ryan Priest was going to win tomorrow.
That's going to keep him in the
Cracker Barrel has good chicken.
That's a pretty good lap. For those
Ryan
guys.
Priest.
14 cars have now qualified again in this first group. 18. Michael McDowell just laid down a pretty good lap. 29.424.
Michael McDowell.
5 miles per hour. And things pretty tight at the top. Josh Berry, 29.354.
My great SPG to the top of the leaderboard on an oval. It's flat. He knows how to brake. Good to see you, buddy. The NASCAR fan.
Of course, all those playoff drivers, we'll see them on the racetrack a little bit later. But so far, Josh Berry drawing the line in the sand with that lap at 129.754.
Racing is such a crazy sport, right? I mean,
Who's the worst today?
Hammered by more bad luck than they saw in round
Todd
one.
Gilliland so far.
Win the pole and you go out and win the race in New Hampshire.
Well, and I'm telling you, we're going to go to Las Vegas here in a few weeks too.
Maybe we'll see. Kentucky Fried.
It's always been fast in that place. Hasn't matter if it's been in an Xfinity car or in a Cup car where in the spring he got his very first win. So yeah.
Can we get a Taco Bell sponsored C-Bell car? C-Bell.
He took that car and just rolled it into the corner of the shop.
Here's Justin Haley. It looks like it says 71, but it's actually the 7.
Have to go through their checklist.
And he's 5th fastest, 29.559. 29.559.
Got a pretty decent lap there for RCR at 128.325 miles an hour. Let's see what Kyle Busch has.
Rowdy, let me see those 8s.
Off turn number 4, comes back to the stripe. Where does he fall in line? Just in front of
Rowdy.
In the 7th spot, 128.615.
29.614. 29.614 for Rowdy.
Breakout, right? 3 races at RCR with Kyle. And you just think,
Go Rowdy.
What's going on here? Certainly at some point, you know, he's one of the best
GOAT.
history of NASCAR. And to see
Morgan and Morgan.
I think it's 86 races since his last win.
Thanks for the sub. 35,360. Appreciate that. Thanks so much, man.
Motor Club team into turn number 3. He's had a nice last couple weeks of the season. A little high through turns 3 and 4. Going to try to carry that speed up off of the 4th corner. John Hunter, of course, the multi-generational driver across the start-finish line.
What happened to Clint Boyer? He's not in the booth. He's Fox.
So we'll take another break and come back to the Magic Mile. Whether you're
The Magic Mile. All right. So there's Nemechek. He comes in at 29.756. We now have 18 cars qualified. And let's ask again. Does Josh Berry hold on to the pole here? Does Josh Berry hold on to the pole? With SVG, Michael McDowell, Dinger, Haley is your top 5. What's up, Wendy? Hello, hello, hello. Does the Shark Blood Barry hold on to the pole? Coming up with our playoff drivers coming up here in just a second. And let's see. The 8 Candyman can. Let's see. No for Linda. No for Terho. No for Roy. No for Mike. No for Mad Steve. No for Ricky. Yes for Zach. No for Charles. No. Nope. For Lizard King. Anybody else? Is there 2 rounds or just 1? Just 1. Just 1. Only super speedways have 2 rounds. So just 1 run here, and that's it. Who's going to get it? Keith says yeah as well. He keeps on saying yes. He said yes last time. So he survives another couple drivers. Not too many good drivers left. Good cars left. Yeah, a lot of them didn't really qualify very good. So here's who's left. Chris Buescher, Ty Gibbs. The 21 for Susan. Ty Gibbs, Carson Hocevar, Zane Smith, Alex Bowman, and then Brad Keselowski, and then your playoff drivers, Chase Elliott, Bubba Wallace, Austin Cindric, Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, Ross Chastain, Tyler Reddick, Willie B, Chase Briscoe, Joey Logano, Ryan Blaney, and Christopher Bell. So there are your drivers remaining. Chris Buescher will be the next car up here. Oh, you actually say yes, then CeeLo? No, he doesn't, Chris says. It would be nice to see Rowdy have a good weekend, Brett says. We'll see. No mistakes, right? No mistakes. Zach says, I liked Josh Berry since he subbed in for favorite driver Chase Elliott when he was hurt. There you go. Josh Berry making a name for himself. Making his name. Not enough teeth to keep biting that pole. See what happens with Josh Berry if he can keep the pole. Now he comes the fast cars. Here comes the fast cars. What cars, though, could maybe... Which ones in this last group here do you think could possibly take the pole? Of course, you got Ryan Blaney, you got Logano, lots of the Penske cars. Cindric is in there too. See, maybe he was sandbagging there. We'll see. All the 100 Motorsports cars will fall out of the playoff this round. That would not be crazy if all of them got knocked out. That would be disastrous. All right, back to it here. Let's see. Mr. Buescher.
So far, and hopefully we can go and lay a lap down here and start good tomorrow. So we'll find out.
Yeah, that's a tricky thing for Ryan Blaney fans. Good on the long run, but what's the key to one good lap to make it all worth it tomorrow with the track position?
No, it's tough, right? We go out, make 50 laps, and
Mr. Buescher.
you know, over a second faster than where you ended. You know, like a second and a half faster from your last lap on track.
Mr. Buescher.
That's
Fifth fastest for Buescher. Fifth fastest for Chris Buescher, and that's 17. What's up, Kelly?
That's the fun part of driving.
17.
Limits, and hopefully we can short run speed for a 2-lap.
21 keeps the pole, Brian says.
Ryan Blaney.
The pressure's off, right? He's not in the playoffs anymore, so it's not as hard.
Mike Jordan said he's been bothering him for a long time to get him a pair there, that bright Penske.
Love to see SVG and Josh Berry on the outside pole.
Now, you're smiling. Maybe a little grin for fifth fastest.
There's no way he keeps the pole, Husker says.
Track. And now Ty Gibbs is about to lay down.
Ty Gibbs, legend in training.
Hampshire Motor Speedway,
Eric Church. Could have won the race last week, but the pit stop screwed him up. Knocking on the pole has begun. Husker says, y'all crazy if you think that lap holds. Go get him, Joey.
Is Ty Gibbs. Sixth is Chris Buescher. Justin Haley seventh. Eighth is Ryan Priest.
See what happens. Old Silver Spoon.
Right now,
Old Silver Spoon. Dobes. Dobie. Funny, man. All right. Gibbs, fifth clicks, 29.477. 29.477, fifth fastest for Ty Gibbs. Hocevar. Boom. Hocevar, second fastest. 29.398.
Good spot, I would say.
Hocevar goes P2, right?
Second, or to be exact, 44 thousandths of a second, separating Josh Berry.
Hocevar. Think Hamlin gets the pole?
His first career pole position a little earlier this season.
That got a third place finish last weekend at Bristol. That was quite
Hocevar,
for that driver.
third fastest. With Alex Bowman's pit crew. That's the hilarious part about it. Here is Zane Smith.
On the half mile. Bristol, right?
Go figure.
Versatile.
Yeah, versatile.
Zane Smith.
So on the racetrack now.
Eighth fastest. 29.547. And Alex Bowman. Bowman the showman.
Tough performances to open up the playoff in the opening round. First two races changed pit crews, changed a lot of people that Alex Bowman had worked with for a long time.
Bowman the showman.
What happened on pit road for them in the first two playoff races?
Did Hamlin steal some pit crew members? I don't think so.
Everybody driver and crew around, right? When your three teammates are all still competing for a championship and you're the odd man out. And the frustrating thing, Mark, I think for Alex Bowman was how
Where's Gator Chop at? He hasn't rained it on us yet.
Third quit, so good qualifying run for Alex Bowman.
So Bowman speed 129.3.
NASCAR's biggest mandate effect. Harvick was talking about Ty Dillon, not Austin.
Josh Berg,
Never mentioned Super Spoon.
29.398.
Ooh.
29.4.
Look at Bowman. 29.402.
Second, top three.
How do you equate that in terms of distance on the track? I mean, it's inches.
Great job, Bowman. Love it.
You know, like I said, you get over some of these bumps, some of the patches that are on the racetrack, some of the little nuances.
Yeah, that was cute, Huskers. That was cool. He was like, "Mom, get him off the radio."
You know, in terms of these 1,100ths of a second kind of sprints between these drivers.
Brad Keselowski now coming across the
Keeping that like, trying to get to 150. 150.
0.50.
Keselowski.
Keselowski qualifying so far this season, 5th at Iowa, and starting position of 20.
Bad bread, 9th, 29.50. 20 will win this race.
From the Roush Fenway Keselowski cars, Buescher at a 29.4, Keselowski at a 29.5, Priest at a 29.6. They're all right there, 8th, 9th, and 12th. We'll see ultimately where it stacks
all right.
up.
Chase is the next first one up.
Just outside of playoff contention. Good, but not great. Let's see if you get a little Napa know-how here.
Chase. Let me see those Chase.
Lap. Where do you go to? Elliott, 16th. Right now.
Yeah, Chase, you gotta do better than that, bud.
I would say Bubba Wallace on the racetrack right now.
Bubba, my dark horse.
Down to the start-finish line. This is the guy I think could be dangerous in the playoff. They really had a nice run.
My dark horse, Bubba.
I'm talking about back in the day when you run go-karts, right? Show up the racetrack and you go like, oh no, here comes this hauler in.
Bubba. See my Bubbas.
And now he feels in Cup, they're one of those guys. When they roll in, everybody, see our hauler right there? That's one of the cars you better worry about.
10 cars to qualify after Bubba Wallace. They are all playoff drivers. What can Bubba do on his one qualifying lap? As he roars down the front straightaway across the start-finish line into the top 10. 8th quick at a 29.4. A lot of drivers, Mark, right there in that 24 range.
Man, I'm telling you.
Bubba Wallace, 29.485.
Go to the top 10, 29.500. I mean, they're like sardines right now in that top 10.
On the racetrack, we're watching Cedric, I think, is taking his lap, kind of a late entry, if you will, over in 1 and 2. But Austin's got a good feel for qualifying, and he's been.
Can't wait for Dega. Best entertainment, but my favorite part is big, dangerous crashes. And the infield on a Saturday night, Justin. You got to remember that, too. Here's Cindric.
He's a great entry into turn 3, but got very sideways.
Cindric.
Went from a potential pole run all the way to 13th.
He inhaled smoke and drove in smoke with the car on fire to make the playoffs.
Talked about just the teeniest little difference.
Cindric.
Difference in the world.
See what he can do here. Cindric now back out. Cindric here back on the pole. Does he get it? No, he does not. Cindric, 13th fastest, 29.592 for Austin Cindric. 29.592 for Austin Cindric. And let's see who we got up next. Now, Cindric was slipping and sliding all over the place there in that turn. I want Childress to crew chief for Barry again. Here, Rodney Childress. All right, so we have completed how many cars? 27 cars. We have Larson, Hamlin, Chastain, Reddick, Billy B, Chase Briscoe, Joey Logano, Ryan Blaney, Christopher Bell. Everybody has said no to Josh Berry. Does Josh Berry get the pole here? Everybody has said no before except 2 people. Do I see a lot more yeses this time? Let's see in the chat. Chat, what do you think? Does Josh Berry keep the pole right here. 9 more cars to go. Top drivers, though. Kelly says no. Serious drivers now, Lizard King says. Still thinking no. Lizard says no. Keith still on his man, Josh Berry. No for Mike. Willie B for Charles. No for Mad. Shango says no. Mark says yes now. No. 45 for the poll for a like dislike. No for Glenwood. No for Taro. No for Ricky. Not with Blaney in the qualifying order. No for Lisa. Barry, he might, Taterhead says. No for Walter. 21 for Barron. Another yes. Let's see here. I love if he did. No for Roy. First career poll. Yes for Susan. I want him to get it. I like Barry. My pick is Vegas. Pick at Vegas was Barry up. No in the top 3. No for Linda. Maybe for Jimmy. He's getting a maybe. Got a maybe here. Briscoe for Lizard King. No for Ronnie. Still no for Jake. The 11. Denny for Glenwood. Blaney is a threat. He is. He's fastest in practice on the long run, though. Does he have enough to get him going? So that's what I'm thinking. Like, Blaney's fast enough on a long run, but he wasn't fastest overall. Barry was. Yes, still on fire from last week, Big Wade says. Blaney, Briscoe pole. We'll see. Blaney as well for Jeremy. All right, we'll see what happens. 9 cars to go. Here we go.
Josh Berry's going to have to sweat out the next 15, 20 minutes.
After Larson, Denny Hamlin, Ross Chastain.
Let me see those 5s. Larson.
Joey Logano, Ryan Blaney, and Christopher Bell.
Larson now moves out of turn at number 2 down the
Larson.
Motor Speedway into turn at number 3. Pretty smooth on the 1 and 2 side of things. Nick, what kind of exit can he get off of 4?
Got that familiar blue and white HendrickCars.com Chevrolet out of turn number 4. Boy, narrowly hit the wall out of turn number 4.
Kyle Larson. 29 point. Jeez.
Or another one of those drivers right there in that range where there is a very slim margin.
Top 10 for Larson. 29.496.
On the racetrack.
Let's see those Denny's.
Get around the mile.
Blue and white progressive sponsorship on that number 11. Hamlin now works his way.
Let's go, Denny.
Number 2 down the backstretch, out next to the wall here at the Magic Mile. He heads for 3. Nick, 5 times he has won this season, including the very flat, similar racetrack.
Go, baby.
Worldwide Technology Raceway. Denny Hamlin very high through 3 and 4. Mark Garrow, here comes Hamlin to the start-finish line.
So will Hamlin crack the top 10? Will he take the pole position? Well, first one was yes. He's 4th.
Top 5.
The second question, no, not take the pole away from Josh Berry.
Man.
Yeah, we look at his time. Hamlin is
29.409.
racetrack right now. Watching our buddy Ross Chastain.
Watermelon man. Let me see him.
Number 1, Chastain takes a lower entry into the corner, lets the car drift up a bit.
Chastain.
Back to the left, down the straightaway he goes. Chastain on his way to hopefully a fast lap. Nick,
Struggled a bit in practice, but I'm going to chalk that up for having to sit with you two in the booth for a couple hours. Let's see what he can do in qualifying. Of course, that bright orange Kubota Chevrolet.
Chastain did the truck race. 4th. 29.405. They don't, T-Van. You're right. They do not.
At 29.402 third, Chastain 405 for 4th, 29.409 for him.
2 Penske cars still good to go here.
10.
comes a guy that I wonder if tomorrow might be.
You think Byron could feel it? Tyler Reddick. Let me see those 45s. I know somebody like the 45.
In the middle of 1 and 2, tries to get back to that gas as fast.
Tyler Reddick.
She goes. What will it be for number 45 down in 3 and 4?
He's got the blue and white Sirius X.
Reddick.
For Tyler Reddick, only playoff driver.
Playoffs.
They race this season. Wrapping the bottom of the racetrack in that Toyota. Mark Harrow, here comes Tyler Reddick to the start-finish line.
He has won a pole.
He'll do pretty good tomorrow, Brian.
In the Dakota, he goes to the outside.
Boom. Tyler Reddick, 2. Wow. 29.356.
team has got in store for us perhaps today.
It was rain shortened.
As he works
Wow.
his way, William Byron down into turns 1 and 2. Again, a very similar entry.
Willie
Down
B.
the bottom of the racetrack a little bit quicker than I thought he was going to. Lets it wind back out. Down the backstretch he goes. We'll see what 24 can do.
Willie B.
The wall. Turn number 2. Fastest in practice earlier today. William Byron tracking strong. Is it strong enough, Mark Garrow, out of turn 4 to take the pole from Josh Berry?
Will he be or will he not be on the pole? Answer, Byron.
Third quickest.
He just barely bounces.
Wow.
The inside of
Third quickest.
All right. Here comes another Gibbs machine to take his shot in qualifying for tomorrow's race. Comes the 19th, of course.
Mr. Briscoe, Mr. Poleman.
Chase Briscoe trying to work his way down into 3 or 1 and 2, I should say. Goes way on the racetrack down in 1 and 2, but man, pretty quick. We'll see if it transfers into a fast lap for him.
2 wins on the season. Got it done at
Briscoe. Blaney hasn't gone yet, Kingfish.
the bottom of turn.
Blaney has not gone yet.
Carries speed. That car a little loose at the exit of turn number 4. Marcus, he has to start finish line to complete his run.
he flashes across the stripe. Disappointed with that. 16.
Wow.
Frisco 29.511 on the race.
29.511. Let me see my Joey.
Champion can try to get up here, see if he can find a spot into the top 5. Maybe set fast time today here in New Hampshire, down in the 1.
Logano.
It's a ninth entry into turn number 1. Holds the car.
Keith's going to be the one to.
Lane or so now.
With Briscoe qualified, people, it's official. SVG will have a first ever top 10.
It's like a pretty good qualifying run based on the tracker, trying to get that car to
Come on, Joey.
3 and 4. 2 tenths up. Mark Garrow as he exits turn 4. Here comes Logano.
Logano to the line. He has gone to the pole.
I picked it. I picked it. I picked it. Logano. I said Logano.
And the guy tried to take it away.
Wow. Need to play the lottery, I guess.
Maybe the leader, if you will, in the Penske group this year.
All right, let's see what Blaney can knock it off, though.
Start finish line now. Entering into turns 1 and 2. Smoothly in. Let the car drift up there. It's about the second lane.
Don't forget about Blaney, right? Yep.
The gas down the backstretch. He goes. Ryan Blaney.
Blaney.
One of just 2 drivers left to qualify, Blaney and then Christopher Bell, for Joey Logano to have to sweat out. Here comes Blaney through turns 3 and 4. Has the Menards colors this weekend. That Penske Ford pointed down the front straightaway.
Ricky's boy.
Teammate Joey Logano doesn't quite do it.
Oh. Second, all Penske.
So it's an all-team Penske front row right now here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, and only
one to go. It's Seabell.
Defending winner, the Mobil 1 301.
Just now rolls off and will climb up onto the banking.
Who's gonna get it?
Works his way up through the gearbox as he tries to get himself in a good position to lay down a fast lap.
C-string bet Logano for the win tomorrow.
You got to go through Bell to get the trophy here in New Hampshire. Let's see how strong he's going to be as he works his way down here, looking for the green flag. Here comes the guy who could perhaps sit on the pole here today at New Hampshire.
Last week's winner, the king of New Hampshire himself.
Drift up just a mic in the middle of 1 and 2. As he goes, will he be fast enough to get?
Let's see what happens.
The rules don't dictate it, but it just feels right that the defending winner is the last qualifier here at New Hampshire. Christopher Bell into turns 3 and 4. Black, white, red race car. Toyota Joe Gibbs Racing off of turn 4 for Christopher Bell.
A little bit of a wiggle. Will that cost Seabell? It is only 19.
Wow. Toyotas. What's up with that? Well, doggone.
Here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway.
All right, so there we go. Joey Logano gets the pole. I just took that one, pulled that one out of a hat and got that. So, wow, Joey Logano, Ryan Blaney, all Penske, and then there's Josh Berry, another Penske Ford. Ford, top 3. Logano's the pole winner. Look at that. SVG is going to be in 9th place tomorrow start. Good for him. Tyler Reddick in 4th. 5th is Willie B. 6th is Carson Hosevar. 7th is Alex Bowman. 8th is Ross Chastain. 9th is SVG. 10th is Denny Hamlin. 11th is Michael McDowell. 12th is AJ Allmendinger. 13th is Ty Gibbs. 14th is Bubba Wallace. 15th is Chris Buescher. 16th is Kyle Lawson. 17th is Bad Brad Keselowski. 18th is Chase Briscoe. 19th, Christopher Bell. And 20th is Zane Smith. 21st is Justin Haley. 22nd is Austin Cindric. 23rd is Ryan Preece. 24th is Rowdy Kyle Busch. 25th, Riley Herbst. 26th, Eric Jones. 27th, Chase Elliott. 28th, Austin Dillon. John Hunter Nemechek. 29th. 30th is Ty Dillon. 31st, Cole Custer. 32nd, Daniel Suarez. 33rd, Noah Gragson. 34th, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 35th is Cody Ware, and 36th, Todd Gilliland, that Pickles car. What's up with that? All right, y'all. We'll be on tomorrow around 12:30 Central for pre-race ceremonies. Appreciate all the love here today. We thank you so much. The ones that tuned in for the truck race, watching Corey Heim win, watching Chandler Smith and Jake Garcia get knocked out of their playoffs as they move into the round of 8, starting the first week of October at the Roval. And here today for the NASCAR Cup Series as they start their round of 12. But Joey Logano and Penske decides they're going to push it forward. So Logano and Blaney on the front row for it. Man, Josh Berry so close as he finishes 3rd in the thing. I want to thank my lovely wife Spain for everything she does behind the scenes here. I want to thank my mods for moderating. I want to thank my members for their hard-earned money to the channel. I want to thank you guys for watching. Remember, there is no Xfinity race today. They're off this week. They'll be back next week at Kansas. So I'm not sure who I'll send you to, but if you don't want to watch anything else, make sure you go check out our members. If you're a pro or MVP, go check out the Bristol vlog, and also go check out our other vlog that we dropped today, the paint scheme and race weekend preview, where I give you my picks, our playoff standings, all that good stuff. So make sure you check it out. If you're watching on replay, make sure you hit the like, hit the subscribe, and all the fun coming tomorrow for the Mobil 1 301. So let me see who is on right now. We'll transfer you over here. Let me see who's on the redirect. And it is I don't know. We'll just transfer to our good friend over here, Official Jaguar. He's doing Texas Tech and somebody. I don't know who it is, but we'll go transfer you over there. Tell CeeLo I said what's up. See you all tomorrow. Have a good good one. And y'all have a good Saturday night tonight. Saturday. CeeLo, half a day off today. Normally don't get done till like 5 or 6 o'clock. So I'm going to enjoy that. Thank you guys so much. We'll appreciate you. We'll see you tomorrow for some racing here on the Go with CeeLo. Maybe a baseball game tonight. You never know. See you later. Bye.